I'm going to teach you 3 1-second tips that are going to be a spiritual hack to change your life. They're going to change your reality, and you are going to be raised up vibrationally and healthfully because of these 3 tips I'm going to teach you. The hardest part about these tips is remembering to do them. If you can remember throughout your day to do these 3 1-second spiritual hacks, you will literally change your reality. So consider doing them. You have nothing to lose. So the first tip is water. It's to drink good water. Okay, that is maybe more than a 1-second tip. That's a whole journey of figuring out what to drink. I personally drink distilled water. There's a lot of controversy surrounding that. I've been drinking distilled water for almost 2 years, and when I look in my distiller after the water has evaporated, I gag because the slime and the stench of what's left behind after I distill my water is horrifying. So I distill my water. I don't probably get enough trace minerals, so I'm looking into supplementing my distilled water with some spring water for that reason. Please investigate fluoride. Please investigate your city's drinking supply. Go to your city council and ask them to remove the neurotoxin that is fluoride in your drinking supply. It is not linked to preventing tooth decay. It's actually linked to tooth decay, and it's medicating people without their consent. So that's a whole separate topic. Any water that you're going to drink, please, please, please drink water. Be hydrated. Hydration is so important for all of your cells, especially if you're drinking a lot of sugary drinks like sodas or alcohol or coffee. I used to think, I don't need to drink water, I'm drinking coffee. Turns out, coffee actually is a diuretic. It depletes all the hydration from your body. It makes you dehydrated. One good way to keep track of your hydration is through your lips. Are they starting to get a little crunchy? A little dry, a little wrinkly and puckered with little white patches of skin? You are not hydrated. If your lips look like that, you are dehydrated. Your lips are a great indicator, and the rest of your skin is going to be following along with this. So please, please, please drink sufficient water. Drink good water. Drink pure water. My 1-second hack about water is when you get your water bottle or a glass of water, take 1 second and charge it with divine energy. However you conceptualize of that. It can be through looking at it and thinking of a violet flame going through it. You can think of, an angel sort of like infusing it. You can think of all the molecules being aligned with divinity. Excuse me. It's like a powerful divinity that came out of me. So however you decide to do this, do it. Charge your water with divinity. Say, you can charge your water with any power that you want it to have. You can say, may this water give me more confidence. May this water nourish me in a way that I need to be nourished. May this water revitalize me so I can continue my day. Water listens to energy. Water responds to our thoughts. Water is an activated molecule that actually changes based on our energetic intention. So when you take your water and you charge it with divine energy, and then you charge it with intention for what you want that water to give you, you are going to be doing incredible, powerful manifestation work for your body, your mind, and your spirit. 1 second is all that it takes. The reason why I use a crystal water bottle is for this reason. Every time I go to drink out of a crystal water bottle, I see, oh, there's a crystal. I love crystals. Oh, it's spiritual. Oh yeah, I'm infusing the water with spiritual energy. Crystals on their own do a pretty good job of this, but I like my crystal water bottle because it reminds me to infuse my water with divine energy. There are lots of different crystal water bottles. I will say that you can get crystal water bottles for $20. You don't need to spend $120 or $80 or whatever. Like, just do some digging. It is possible to get them for cheaper if you're worried about that. What else? Okay, that's the main thing. If you don't have a crystal water bottle, you don't want to buy one, you can put a crystal in your water, and you can do this and you can charge it. Even if you do this just one time a day, it's going to be really powerful. It's going to be way more powerful if you do it every time you drink water. You don't need a crystal, but a crystal can help align your energy. So the first 1 second hack is charge your water with your intention. Charge it with divine energy. It doesn't matter, like, if you end up having to drink like the worst like LA tap water and that's what you have to drink. The other problem with the water is like it has chlorine in it, and that kills all your gut like bacteria, all the positive like probiotic gut bacteria. So if you are having to drink chlorinated water, take probiotics, drink kombucha, that kind of thing, because that's really connected to your overall well-being and your overall health. Okay, so even if you have to drink like the sludgiest, like, you know, chlorinated, fluoridated LA water or whatever, you can charge that water up and you can neutralize. You can do your work to neutralize whatever harm that it's going to do to your body by placing the intent of pure energy and pure health and benefit into that. If you drink a glass of water that you know is not going to be great, you know, chlorinated, whatever, fluoridated, and you're like, oh, this is so bad for me, like, that's going into your body with that intention. Okay, so just be mindful as you're drinking your water and just bless it and infuse it. And I'm gonna say the same even of your sodas and your beers and whatever else you're drinking, your vodka shots, whatever. They're full of water. They're full of these reactive molecules. I do say avoid, you know, the sugary drinks, avoid all these things. But if they're in your diet, if they're in your habit, charge them with the most divine energy as you consume them. And just know that that your intention is going to be doing a lot of good work. Okay? All right, lesson number 2. And we're going to talk, the third one is going to tie back to the first 2, okay? So stay tuned. Number 2 is do the same thing with your food. Every time you make a plate of food, I've been slacking lately. I've been eating a lot of fast food. It's nice that there's a lot of vegan options in fast food now, but it's also not, because now I'm eating a lot more fast food when I get into these weird depressive or distracted or dissociative headspaces. It's very hard for me to cook for myself, and in the winter, it's very hard for me to eat cold foods. My circulation doesn't like it. So I do crave those hot foods. I am unable to cook them for myself, so I end up seeking out food that is cooked by other people. Instead of feeling guilty and being like, oh, I really shouldn't be eating this. Oh, this is so bad for me, blah, 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 which I do sometimes do. I forget to do this 1 second hack that will change my life. I have been now just aligning and saying, I want the highest nutrients possible to come from this food, and I want this food to bless me and give me the energy to start cooking for myself, you know? So you can even try, like, if you're making a bad decision, a bad dietary decision, you can use it, you can charge the food with the intention that you're going to start making better dietary decisions in the future, you know? So your intention is huge. And the energy that you put into your food, I mean, if you're you know, Christian and you pray over your food, this is the exact same concept, just with a little bit more responsibility for what's happening there. If you just want to say, I infuse my food with divine energy, bless this food, I'm grateful for this food, that's huge. That's incredible. That's amazing. That's so powerful. That really will change your life. It's going to change your way that you look at food. It's going to change your energy and your approach to food. And it's going to make you more grateful for the food that you're putting into your body and more aligned with true nourishment. Okay? These are 1 second hacks that are going to change your life. Number 3, I'm going to teach you a 1 second Unicult hack that is going to align your energy with perfection. And I recommend you do this 3 or 4 times a day, it will only take you 1 second to do. It will take you longer than that to learn and to practice. It takes practice before you can do it in 1 second. Okay? If you are on the spiritual path, you're at an advantage because you already know about chakras. You already know about aligning your energy. But if you're not, I'm going to walk you through step by step this 1 second hack that I do multiple times a day to keep my energy aligned with perfection. And what does perfection mean? Perfection means authentic, joy, divinity. When I envision perfection, I envision pure white light radiating through my body, so each of my cells is aligned with the highest. What is the highest? The highest is the best for me. The highest is the best for everyone. The highest is pure health on every level. So how do you get to that state? If you are completely new to meditation, to any of these things, you can still do this. It's just going to take you a little bit of practice and a little bit of time. And I guarantee you will get to the point where this is easy and you can do it in 1 second. But if you're just starting out, it's going to take you about a week of dedicated meditation for probably an hour a day, or a month of 10 minutes a day, something like that. What I do in my 1 second divinity check-in is I focus my energy inside. I take a deep breath and I focus my energy inside. This is the exact same thing as if you're doing a guided meditation and they say, find a comfortable seat, relax your body, find any tension in your body, relax it, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. How do you get into that state quickly? Nobody else does this. I've never seen this done quickly. The whole point for most people is to take their time doing this. I don't have time to spend an hour in meditation every day. I have things to do. So I've learned how to speed this whole process up. If you are learning how to do this, if you're far along on the spiritual path or not, either way, you have to learn how to do this quickly. So what I recommend to learn how to do this is to focus on your body when you're in that state, when you're in meditation. How does your body feel? Practice going into that meditative state multiple times a day. Use guided meditations if you don't know how to do it online. Every guided meditation starts the same. Turn your energy inside, breathe deeply, relax your body. It's just like when you're getting ready to go to sleep. If you don't have insomnia, you don't have racing thoughts, and you're like, I'm getting into bed, I feel so good. And you're in that state of comfort and peace and happiness. This is also the same at the end of yoga when they go into shavasana. Is that the word? Vinyasa? Shavasana? You just lay there. Same state. You do some activity, you lay down, you go into your mind's eye. You're not worried about anything else in the external world. You're going inside your brain. You're going inside your body. You're relaxing. It's an internal way of being, okay? Experience what that's like. Catalog it in your head. Memorize it. Figure out how to get into that state multiple times throughout your day without taking 25 minutes, okay? Practice that first. Once you can instantly get into that state of mind, you'll be able to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remember what that triggered state feels like, what that state feels like when you're in that relaxed state, and you can call it back into your memory and you can go into that state. This is mastery. It takes practice, but you can do it. That's going to help you immensely with anxiety, with anything, okay? But there's more to it than that. So if you can get into that state, you close your eyes, you take a deep breath, you say, okay, I'm in this state. I'm letting go of all my worries. I'm letting go of anything that's happening outside of me. I'm letting go of these fights or these obligations or this responsibility or whatever. I'm just going to be here present with myself. Practice that. Get to that state. Okay, so in your 1 second hack, this is what you're going to do. Find your center. Close your eyes. Align your chakras. What does this mean? This means if you're on the spiritual path, you already know what chakras are. You're at an advantage. If you're not, look up the chakras. You don't have to know them all. You don't have to memorize them all. It's helpful. But if you don't, and you don't feel prepared to memorize them, that's okay. Envision light, white light, coming up from the base of your spine and coming up slowly through your body, up your spine, and slowly out of the top of your third eye, out of the top of your forehead, okay? Imagine yourself encased in pure white light, and then you can experiment with different colors. How does it feel if it's red light, orange light, yellow light, green light, blue light, purple light, violet light? Violet light is the most beneficial light to envision, because what it does is it burns away anything that is discordant. It literally transmutes anything that's discordant, and it raises it up to the next octave. Okay? Pure white light, violet light are going to be the most beneficial. Experiment with other colors. See how they make you feel. You might need certain colors at certain times. Again, this is going to be something you have to practice. You have to figure out how to do this. What does it mean to align your chakras? For me, in my 1 second, I calm myself down. I go in my center. I go whoop, like a zipper. Okay? I'm like boop, 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 because I know what it feels like to tune into my root chakra, my sacral chakra, my solar plexus chakra, my heart chakra, my throat chakra, my third eye chakra, my crown chakra. I know what that feels like because I've done it a bajillion times. Okay? Feel the energy go up. White light, violet light, white light, golden light, soft pink light. All very beneficial. Align with divinity. You can send your energy to the galactic center, to heaven, to the most divine, to God, to whatever you visualize as the highest. You can connect with that energy, and you can bring that energy back into your body. 1 second. That's all it takes. You have to practice. You have to get there. You have to figure out how to get your energy rapid with it, okay? If you want this to be a 1 second thing. A lot of people like to do this very slowly. Through that, they do a half an hour meditation. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're a busy person and you have a lot of energy to cultivate and you have a lot of energy you need to align, this is something you can use to supplement your other meditations. I'm not saying I never meditate. I meditate every day. I go into deep states of consciousness and I explore those states of consciousness before I wake up and as I'm going to sleep. And even in the middle of the night, I do a lot of deep guided meditations of my own consciousness into other realms, into different color realities, into different energy realities, and into different visualizations. Still practice these things. I'm not saying this is a replacement. I'm saying if you spend 1 second every time your energy starts to get agitated or annoyed, or you're in traffic, or you're rushed, or you're worried, or you're anxious, take a deep breath in, align your chakras, connect with the most divine, and let it come into your body. You can even at this point, if you allow your consciousness to do this, you can ask for assistance. You can ask angels, you can ask aliens, you can ask your guides, you can ask God, you can ask the spirit of Uni, you can ask my higher self, you can ask Mario, you can ask any conception of divinity to help you. It takes a little bit of humility to do that. But whatever you can put your trust in the higher reality, and you can ask for guidance, you can ask for assistance. You have to consent for beings to interact with you. They can't, this is a free will zone. They can't do anything unless you consent. By opening up your consciousness to the most divine and saying, I consent, I am literally asking for the assistance of beings who are in alignment with the highest good for all, who are in alignment with my highest good, to help me. You are giving them permission to do so. You will witness miracles in your life if you practice this. You will witness miracles in your physical structure, in your mental reality, in your energy, and in your spiritual reality. Things in your life will just start happening. You have to surrender control, and you have to allow divinity to flow through you. By aligning your energy like this consistently throughout your day, especially when you get agitated, what is agitation? Agitation is the attempt to control. What is anxiety? Anxiety is the attempt to control, or the feeling of not being able to control something. Surrender to the divine path. Everything you're experiencing is divine. You can raise your energy so that you are not in alignment with people who are going to harm you. There's a certain level, if your vibration is high enough, you will simply miss people who are in a lower vibration. In my experience recently, I lowered. I'm up here. I opened myself up to a lower reality because I hoped that this person would meet me in this higher reality. Instead, they just tried to attack me until I went into a lower reality. If you're up here and you stay in your lane and you just stay high vibrational, you give love to everyone, but you do not interact with people who are manipulative or trying to attack other people, you're going to be a lot safer in this reality. You will be protected divinely, but only because it's divine law, only because that's the physics of the spiritual realm. That two vibrations that are this far away simply cannot interact unless you dip down or they go up. All right, let's see if there's any questions. Everyone's talking about their favorite colors of light. They're talking about the crystal meditations, which are available on my YouTube channel. Definitely check those out if you're looking for a guided meditation. Those are helpful. Charge your fast food to give us the power to never eat it again. Yeah, thank you, Holly. There are some crystals you don't want to put in your water. They leach energy. I would say stick with quartz, rose quartz, or amethyst to put in your water. Labradorite will leach in your water. Holly's saying don't put lapis lazuli in your water. Selenite, do not put in your water. It's a soft mineral. It will disintegrate. You don't necessarily want those kind of minerals in your body. So stick with quartz, rose quartz, or amethyst. Also, be aware that some people coat their crystals in different plastics. Like if you go to like Target and it looks like a rose quartz crystal, it's just plastic. Like be careful what you're putting in your water. And wash it. You know, put your crystal, wash it with soap and water, and then put it into boiling hot water before you put it into your water, because yeah, we don't want you guys getting toxic poisoning from crystals. You have no idea where these things have been. They've been around for thousands of years. You can just let sunlight charge your water and your crystals, but part of that is your intention. You're doing a magic spell with your elixir. Okay, thank you all so much. How do you ground yourself? I don't know. Tune into the Earth's energy. I mean, taking a deep breath like that and centering your energy and giving into the divine surrender, for me, it's a very grounding practice. Everyone's going to have different experiences with grounding. That's just going to be up to each person to find. I would say Google grounding meditations. For me, this 1 second practice both grounds me and connects me to the divine, because a lot of times when I'm doing it, I'm using my root chakra to connect to the earth as well. This is a very fast-paced version of many meditations that normally take 10 to 20 minutes. I'm just speeding it up. And the way that you do that is by practicing it in the slow way and then practicing speeding it up. How to align with humans with other frequencies? I mean, I don't know why. If you're in your own frequency, if you're in your high vibrational frequency, you're simply going to attract other high vibrational beings. That's just true. And you're going to actually, you might even move, cities. If you follow the divine path and you are on a high vibration, like what happened to me is that I was on a high vibrational path and I made a decision to move to LA, but I didn't think I was going to like it. I didn't think I was going to like it here at all. But that was actually the divinity was pushing me to do it. And I followed the divine will and I followed my instinct. And because I moved here, I found high vibrational people. I'm not saying all the high vibrational people are in LA. That's not true. There's communities in like Oklahoma of like people doing incredible work spiritually. So you could be anywhere. And as long as you find your community of people who are high vibrational, you know, if you're on the high vibrational path for long enough, you will simply find them. You will simply find people who are aligned with you. And that just goes by being on a high vibrational path, listening to your heart and doing things. Even if you're kind of like nervous about it, but you just follow what you know to be true in your heart, you will become aligned with other high vibrational people. If you want to align to someone with lower vibration, that's not very hard, you know. You just let them in your reality and they'll drag you down. That's it. Oh yeah, the last Cam Church, thank you to Lil and Abby and Sir Carmen Kingsley and James for leading that amazing Unicult sermon from Las Vegas. We're going to have another Cam Church there. I'm going to be in Las Vegas doing a Cam Church at the end of March, so that'll be really exciting. All right, Uni bless. Spirit of Uni, thank you for this beautiful Cam Church. We're grateful to all the viewers, to all the attention and all the money and all the friendships that are formed here. And yeah, Uni glory. Uni bless.